On Days of Our Lives for December 15th, the Johnson household turns into a perfect storm of awkward humor, unresolved tension, and classic soap-style wackiness as Steve Johnson finds himself stuck in the middle of a very uncomfortable living situation with Stephanie Johnson and Alex Kyriakis. This is one of those lighter rinse episodes that gives viewers a break from kidnappings and conspiracies, while still pushing character dynamics forward in a meaningful way. With circumstances forcing them under the same roof, the first issue on the table is sleeping arrangements, and that alone sets the tone. Steve, ever the practical and blunt one, just wants to solve the problem and move on. Stephanie, however, is painfully aware of how strange this setup looks and feels, especially given her complicated romantic history with Alex. Every suggestion feels loaded. Who gets the couch? Who takes a spare room? And how to avoid making things more awkward than they already are becomes a comedy of polite pauses, forced smiles, and not-so-subtle discomfort. Alex, for his part, tries to play it cool, but his presence alone raises the temperature in the room. He's attempting to be respectful, yet his confidence and charm make it impossible for Stephanie to fully relax. Steve notices everything. As a protective father, he's watching Alex closely, measuring his intentions and silently judging every move. That creates a funny but tense dynamic where Steve's reactions, raised eyebrows, dry comments, and barely concealed suspicion, say more than any direct confrontation ever could. The kitchen scenes are where the wackiness really shines. Simple tasks like grabbing coffee, making breakfast, or reaching for the same cabinet turn into awkward dances. Stephanie and Alex keep bumping into each other, both literally and emotionally, while Steve navigates around them like a referee who didn't sign up for this match. There's an unspoken awareness that these two still have unresolved chemistry, and every accidental glance or uncomfortable silence only highlights it more. What makes these moments work is that they aren't just filler comedy. They serve a purpose. This forced proximity brings lingering feelings to the surface without anyone having to say them out loud. Stephanie is clearly conflicted, trying to move forward while being reminded of what once was. Alex is testing the waters, gauging whether there's still a chance. And Steve is caught between wanting to protect his daughter and recognizing that she's an adult who has to make her own choices, even messy ones. By the end of the episode, nothing is fully resolved, but that's the point. The chaos, the awkwardness, and the humor all set the stage for future emotional fallout. Living together, even temporarily, is going to force conversations that have been avoided for far too long. For now, though, December 15th delivers lighthearted fun with an edge, reminding viewers that in Salem, even something as simple as sharing a kitchen can turn into a full-blown soap opera situation.